Often people actually breach airport security and who's actually getting caught. NBC5 investigative reporter Scott Friedman is here with an exclusive. Scott?
Meredith and Brian, our investigation found most security violations at DFW are caused by people who are supposed to be a trusted part of the security system. At the nation's fourth busiest airport, security is everywhere. And if you've stood in the lines, maybe you've wished you could get a pass to skip airport screening. Some people have already tried it. An NBC5 investigation has uncovered police reports showing airport workers, government officials, even a top airline executive abusing their security badges, even using them to help family and friends skip the checkpoints to board flights.
Sometimes, unfortunately, humans do really stupid things.
At DFW, thousands of employees have SITA badges, badges that allow workers who've passed a background check to bypass the lines and use an employee entrance instead. But SITA badges can only be used by employees on duty, and they're not allowed to take anyone else through the door with them.
You sign a piece of paper when you get your badge that says, "I have read and understand the rules."
But that didn't stop an off-duty Continental Airlines worker from using his badge to put his family in a van at this cargo facility and then drive them across the airport ramp to Terminal E. They were caught entering the terminal after a police officer heard children laughing on the airport ramp. A police report says the worker told officers he and his wife and 2 children were cutting through the terminal to catch a flight home to Ohio. His security badge was confiscated by DFW police. United Airlines, which merged with Continental, tells us the man no longer works for the company. Your police department's serious about this.
Our police department is very serious about this.
How serious? Just 3 weeks ago, DFW police seized a badge belonging to the chief operating officer of American Eagle Airlines. A report says officers caught Fred Cleveland escorting his wife through the employee portal to meet with his daughter, who was flying in. A spokeswoman for the airline says Mr. Cleveland has a full understanding of what the rule is and will complete retraining to get his badge back. He does regret the error. Pilots have been caught abusing badges too. One off-duty American Airlines pilot on a personal trip told police he was aware of the protocol, but he wanted to avoid the long lines at the checkpoints. In one case, an American Airlines flight attendant was caught sneaking a backpack through an employee entrance and giving it to her husband, boarding a flight to Germany. American tells us we expect that every employee will follow all rules put in place that govern an airport badge. How frustrated do you get with employees who don't follow the rules? Because ultimately, it's your safety on the plane.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it can be very frustrating. I mean, I understand. I make mistakes. You know, we all make mistakes. But we're safety professionals, and we're the last line of security defense on that aircraft.
It's not just airline workers breaking the rules. DFW police caught a TSA supervisor taking another worker through an employee door. Officers seized a badge from a Federal Aviation Administration manager caught using it to board a flight for personal reasons. And police even stopped an analyst who works for the DFW Airport Board, the agency that issues the security badges. She was escorting her husband through an employee door to board a flight. You catch a lot of these supposedly trusted people breaking those rules.
We do. I would still say, though, that you know, the vast majority of people working at the airport understand and follow the rules without any problem.
But most of the recent security violations at DFW were caused by workers with security badges. Out of more than 140 confirmed violations in 2 years, at least 106 were linked to airport employees and vendors with badges. So if you're catching that many people, how many are you not catching?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. But, you know, we have a lot of systems in place, and so we're pretty confident that that number is very small.
Security consultant Haim Capel is not so sure. He works with the TSA and airports and airlines all over the world. If we're seeing that many people get caught, how many are getting through without being caught?
Probably much more.
Capel suspects for every one caught, as many as 2 or 3 more get away with it. And if employees can sneak through, Capel says it's an opening that could be exploited even by terrorists.
In a perfect world, you'd close off those employee entrances, wouldn't you?
Correct. I will. I mean, best way to do it, not to take any chances, just screen everyone physically.
Some countries already require employees to be screened every day, like passengers. But TSA says that would put too much strain on the system in a country with so many big airports. A TSA spokesman tells us at DFW Airport there are approximately 50,000 employees, some of which enter and exit the secure area multiple times during the day.
The sheer volume of it would, if you did that, would really bring our operations, our national operations, to a halt.
So in the meantime, the airport will trust employees who've shown they sometimes can't be trusted.
They know the rules, they sign off on the rules, they're tested on the rules, but unfortunately sometimes people do incredibly stupid things.
The reports show airline cleaning and catering companies are also causing problems. One cleaning company was caught twice.